I also want you to help me welcome our panelists. We've got a great panel of experts in the field. To my immediate right is Rafael Bejar, a friend to most of us. Rafa has got such a deep background that it would take literally the next couple of hours to be able to get into, but he is the former director of Hispanic Coalitions for the Republican National Committee. He also worked diligently on the McCain campaign. He's got an extensive background in Republican Party politics at the local, state, and national level. And he's an adjunct professor here in the George Washington University. Next to Rafa is Annalise Castillo. Annalise, up until recently, was responsible for Hispanic communications at the RNC. And she is now moved into a new position. She's the Director of Specialty Media and Deputy Press Secretary for the GOP conference here on the Hill. And to Andalisa's right is Mario H. Lopez, our dear friend, a member of the RNHA Executive Committee and the head of the Hispanic Leadership Fund. Round of applause for all our panelists. The one thing that I'll mention is that, you know, we're very fortunate not only to have these great panelists, but also to have RNHA leadership here in the room with us, as well as watching us across the country. We've got great members of our RNHA executive committee and state leadership here in the room. As I mentioned your names, if you can please stand, let the audience recognize you. From the great state of Minnesota is Rick Aguilar. From my home state of New York is Larry Meneses. From Illinois is Gloria Campos, our dear friend. From down in Georgia, we got Linda Carsten. And out back here in D.C. is Bettina England, former executive director. And where is Alcy? Oh, there. And from the sunshine state of Florida is Alcy Maldonado. And Mark, where is Mark? There's Mark. There he is. Also from Florida is Mark Garces. And Victor Cabral is on our National Advisory Board, has been from the beginning. Thank you, Victor, for being here. And for those of you that didn't know, we have the great honor of having with us the former United States Attorney General, Mr. Alberto Gonzalez. So honored to have you with us. I'll make a couple of brief statements and then I'll turn it over to the panelists. We've got to get this right. I'm the father of 2 kids. The future that I see is not my future, it's their future. That's what I'm concerned about. We know instinctively by the numbers that our party will not regain a majority, will not win national elections again unless we figure out how to be able to recover what we've lost in terms of the Hispanic vote. So this is a labor of love for me, but it's also a labor of it's existential at this point. We've got to figure out how to get this right. And all of us need to be committed to rolling up our sleeves to make that happen, to do the hard work, to do the heavy lifting. The RNHA, as you know, has been around for decades doing that. You can go to our website, rnha.org. You can join us. You can help us in our fight to be able to go out there at the grassroots level to make sure that we're convincing every voter, one person at a time, one family at a time, one soul at a time, that it is about the future. It's about shared values. We know that it doesn't happen overnight. We know that it doesn't happen with a TV ad. We know that it doesn't happen with a speech. It's going to be a long, drawn-out process, and we've got to be engaged and we've got to be willing to put in the time and sweat equity to make that happen. As an organization, we're committed to make that happen. We're going to be reaching out to other organizations, other leaders across the country to extend the hand and say, let's work together to make that happen for the good of our party, for the good of our nation, for the good of our future. So I hope that you join us. I hope that you come with us on that journey. And by listening to our panelists here, we'll get a better idea, a better feel for where exactly we need to go and work towards solutions for our future.